Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against the Soviet AI, and the AI has pushed us to the limit. Certainly. I was really looking forward to getting back on here today because this game has been the most fun I've had playing a war game in a very, very long time. Uh, Mainly because we're getting our butts whooped right now, and I think it's fun that way. Now, others may disagree. When you play a game, you probably don't want to lose. Well, I don't want to lose either, but I'm having a good time trying to figure out a way to win. But we're certainly up against it now. If X, Y, and Z happen, we've got a chance. But we'll see. We're going to keep plugging away and see what happens. Hey, Sarge, how you doing? Sarge the Rager's here, and always first in this time, Sarge. I really like it. I apologize. I forgot to put it on the calendar that I would be streaming at this time, so it wasn't up there. I'm gonna try to do that every time. It's kind of, it's new to me, and so sometimes I'm gonna forget. I did forget today, but I'm gonna try to warn you at least an hour before I stream, so that way, we're going to do it that day. If you got other things you got to do, you say, oh, well, he's not streaming today or whatever. I also try to post it on Discord if I'm not going to be around at a regularly scheduled time. So there is that. David Bartello. Hey, what's up, David? How are you? CJ is here. Hi, Stanley. Good to see you, Stanley. Stanley, you never comment on the War in the Pacific episodes anymore. I tend to think it's because you figured the game out, and so you're just like, meh, I've got no questions left. CJ, you are welcome, CJ. That was my pleasure. That Trials by Fire, I think. Is it by fire, Trials of Fire? I can't remember if it's by or of. Well, it doesn't really matter. You know what we're talking about. I really enjoy that game. It's kind of like eating popcorn. It's like a snack. It kind of moves quickly, but I think the tactical combat's a lot of fun in that one. Um, I like it. Speaking of which, that brings me to the one thing I wanted to talk about before we get going today while I wait for people to arrive, and that is I have been reading the rule book for Decisive Campaigns Ardennes Offensive, and I'm about ready to go with that. Now, the first few episodes I'm probably going to record and put them up. I'll see how popular they are, whether people like them or don't like them, as the case may be. And we may stream it then at some point, but I am going to start putting up some episodes in that game. What a great game! I mean, that system that he has built there has very, very few peers. Maybe this game, maybe War in the West, War in the Pacific. But if you take out the Grigsby games, he's got some good ideas that don't appear in this game as well, that are actually improvements upon this type of system. And so I've been reading over that rule book. Look, it's very dense and there's a lot of different modifiers and stuff. So I'm going to do it as a let's play tutorial, meaning we're going to learn it together. Now, I've played all of his games before, but we're going to go through it. And just see how this one's different, and kind of play through the game and learn it that way. And that way, if you watch it, then you can go play yourself and feel like you have some clue what's going on. Maybe I hope I have a clue what's going on. No, I think I've got a decent grasp on it. Now, I don't know if you guys want me to play the Germans, or, well, the Axis or the Allies. If you want me to play the Germans or the Americans and Brits. uh, I was thinking about playing the Americans and the Brits this time, since I'm playing the Germans here, or the Axis here. But let me know if you have some personal preference. Now, the Axis is probably the way to play that game because it's the Battle of the Bulge. They end up losing. I usually like to play the losing side. Um, Just Monica's here. Hey, Just Monica, how you doing? Paul Sanders, good to see you, Paul. Thanks for dropping by. Um, Wolfnor's saying, "Do I not stream on Twitch anymore?" I think what that was, Wolfnor, is that when I do it on the calendar, so when I've been showing it as scheduled an hour from now, It's possible that it only streamed up to YouTube. Let me check on that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention because it's possible those 2 times I think where I did it as a scheduled one, it's possible it only kicked that to YouTube. And this should be on Twitch though because I did this one the old way. I didn't have it scheduled. Um, I'll have to go look. Thank you for letting me know that though, because I did not realize that. I should check on Twitch a lot more than I do. Okay, let's jump out on the map and see what's going on. Now, when I left you last time, we were kind of up in this Smolensk area, right up here, trying to build some kind of defense, and I was fretting over this area right here because it's as I mean I'm tempted to call it Swiss cheese, but if you bought this kind of cheese, you'd say it's got more holes than cheese. There is just nothing out here, and so we've got to move something over. And when I was looking at the map the other day, I said, wait a minute, I do have a Panzer division. Now, where is it? I got to find it. There it is. Okay. I do have a Panzer division that can get over here, and if he gets there, this infantry can get over. Now, I hate to take this out of any kind of fort level or out of the light woods, but I don't, it's a halfway decent unit. I'm not going to get carried away. It's a halfway decent unit, but I've got to try to cover some of this territory, and it's about the only way I see to do it. And so I am going to move this infantry down. We're essentially going to give up this railway. We're not going to keep it anyway, right? I mean, he's going to run over it, so it doesn't really, it's not like that's a huge consideration. And then I'm going to bring this armor down here, which means I actually need to put him in with someone else. And that reminds me, so I've got von Manstein up here. Well, I definitely want von Manstein up here. I think that makes sense. Um, let's see who all he's commanding. Yeah, he does command this one back over here. Now, this is 2nd Panzer. That's Guderian. And then the other headquarters, 57th, is right here. And I think what I'll do is von Manstein is at 12 of 12, but he's also commanding this. And so what I'm going to do is actually bring this headquarters over here, and I'll just stack it with this unit, I guess. That now all of these would be in command. So let's put this in 57th. So it's in command. 57th Panzer. Okay. Good. And then I'll put this one with von Manstein. We want to make sure von Manstein's stacked up anyway. You want to give him as many units as you possibly can, and now he's got all of them, all of the Panzer units in motorized, but the Panzer corps here, no, the Panzer divisions that are out here and the motorized. Okay, so everything that's kind of in second that feeds up to 2nd Panzer Army is under von Manstein's command in this area. And then over here is Schall with his cool, groovy shades, and he's got two. Oh, he does have this unit. Well, hot dang it, fire. Okay, well, I can't have that be out of command, so let's rethink that for a second, a little bit. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't get him all the way over here, though. They should get plenty of support units. I think maybe I will leave this out of command for a moment, just for a turn. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do then is I've got infantry panzer there. I've got just infantry here, and this is a fairly weak unit. Here I've got 2 infantry, but one of them is a Luftwaffe field division. The Luftwaffe field division, I actually wanted to back out of here and put it in like the light woods right here, I think. And the reason I'm doing that, and then also I've got this corps. All right, this corps got nothing except all the way back here. So let's put him on that depot, the corps headquarters, and then he's got these 2. Okay, all of that is in command. That's our guy Theobald Lieb. So I've got this, but this is really weak right here. I guess, and I've got another Luftwaffe field division here that I also think I'm going to go stack right here in the woods, just right in front of Vitebsk. So if he comes up this way, he's at least got to expend movement points. I think I'll put Walt Weiss, who's in charge of these guys here. I'll put him there, and I'm going to put this unit under this command. This is 26th. All right, so we'll put him in 26th. There we go. Okay, so these guys are in command. He's in command. He is not, but we'll deal with that in a second. I want to strengthen this right here because we have to. I don't think we have a choice. If we don't, we're in big, big, big trouble. Now, one of the things I wanted to do is take the weaker of the infantry units. Now, what else is here? The headquarters is here. Tell you what, I'm going to back this headquarters off just a little bit. Everybody's still in command there. All right. And we see here we've got a, for us, relatively speaking, a decent panzer division here. But I want panzer stacked with infantry because I just don't want them free, wide open to attack. So that'll be there. And then we've got panzer infantry there. And then I had this panzer back here on reserve, but I think I've got to bring it down here into the middle. Look, I understand if we have it on reserve, it can help everybody. I know we kind of need that right now, but I think this would absolutely get cracked the way it is right now. We've got 8440 there. I'm just looking at men. This is a fresh division. He, however, is out of command. So let's get 7th Corps there. Now he's back in command, although we may change this a little bit. Okay, so let's take this Panzer Division, put it on ready, and actually go stick it down here. Now, this guy, it's a matter of which hex I want to put it in. These are both level 2 forts, so that's good. This is light woods, this is clear. I guess I would rather have him in the clear. All right, so we're going to put him right there. He's still in command. He's in the center of this now. And then we come down here, and I'll come back and kind of clean this up before the turn's over. We've got our motorized that's coming in here. We're still going to have a big gap this time. And we do need to move Army Group North back somewhere. Maybe here. I just got to get him out of the line of fire a little bit. So let's move Army Group North there. And then 18th Army, I'm really going to have him up this way a little bit, but he does have a core headquarters here. I just don't want him to get overrun. I'm just going to back him up a little bit. I'll get him out of Dagapils. I hate to do that, though. You know what? I'm going to leave him here. I don't think we have a capacity problem there, but I'm going to leave him there anyway. To the comments. What's up, Nord? How are you? How are you? Hey, what's up, M60? Good to see you. Butzar, I haven't seen you this year, have I? I don't think so. Yo, you just said I missed the past few weeks. We're on the outskirts of Moscow. Don't believe your eyes. Yeah. Well, we've run into a few problems since you were around here, Butts. Okay, so, I moved this. We've got headquarters just sitting here. I'd probably be better off to stack them with units, but I'm going to just leave it here. I mean, if they did get shoved back here, okay, that's fine. This looks weak, right? But we just, we don't have enough units. I mean, this is stronger. This, though, is weaker. I'm really worried about this hex right here. I'm almost tempted to put the Luftwaffe field divisions in there, even though, I mean, look, they're no good, but at least it's a level 2 fort, and it's like 7,000 men. I'm just going to do that. I probably would be better off. Well, that's not true. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making the decision. All right, 7,000 more men in there, and that's really all they are men. Okay, this is Orsha. At Orsha, we've got, I don't, approximately 15,000 men here. Little over that. Actually, it's almost 16,000, as if that makes a huge difference. But what we're going to do here is pull out a Mogilev and start to hinge back. So here's my ultimate plan, if you want to call it that, is to run the line straight down here. Now, you may say, well, you're not there here. Well, that's true, but I'm just trying to expand out until I can get more over here. But basically, from Daugavpils, running it from Pskov to Daugavpils, south through Minsk, so it will have to extend out a little bit to Minsk. I'm just going to put Hungarians, Italians, whatever, anybody else that has an ethnic food, I'm going to put them out here. Um, and then, so, these Hungarians are going to move up here. And then the Germans, if we look at the map, we've got to protect Lvov, Romania, and Odessa down here. So I'm going to try to stay really strong at Odessa and build an actual line around here, kind of on the Romanian border, right? I mean, it's terrible terrain to try to defend, but I'm going to hope that it gets muddy here at some point. And then I'm going to, here, I'm going to bring Germans kind of on a line, maybe here. I mean, Lvov is here, right? I'm looking for the best terrain we can find to defend, but then we kind of run out of that option when we get to Romania because I don't want the Romanians to flip sides, those backstabbers. So anyway, that's the basic idea. After this turn, we're going to flee out of Smolensk and try to build that line down here. I'm going to try to get the panzers into towns, Vilnius, Minsk, Pskov, potentially, Riga, wherever I can, and build a line with infantry. And probably have the motorized just like five hexes behind them, three hexes behind them on reserve. That's the idea. So we are going to give up Mogilev, disband that depot, and we got to drop back. And I want to drop back into the best defensive hexes that we can. We've got a rough hex here. We've got light woods there. We've got clear swamp. All right, so we're going to want to be in swamp, light with infantry, light woods. He's getting a breakthrough here, and we just can't have that because if he separates kind of the north of the center from the south of the center, our goose is cooked, and it is not Christmas. All right, so I'm going to bring the gold boys around this way. This is 5th Corps. Boy, this unit's in terrible shape. The blue ID, 6901. This is the French. Goodness gracious. Actually, then, I like him to be right here. He's in light woods. This is also light woods. Is this heavy? Nope, that's light woods, even though it looks like it's got fewer woods. But this rail line no longer matters. So I'm going to back to here, which is every other hex. And then I'm going to start bringing these guys around. I'm actually going to, hold on, what is that? That's swamp. Okay, I'll put him in swamp. And then I said I want to be in the swamp over here as well. Is he in swamp? What is that? Light woods. Clear. Clear. Light woods. Okay. I think that's a swamp X. Oh, and then we've got the French. You're like, yay, yippee. Let's put them back in the light woods. Let's say here. Sure. Okay. And then we're going to bring this around. I really want him to be in the dang swamp. I guess he's going to have to be in the light woods. And yes, I know this is weak, but I've kind of got him set back a little bit. I'm hoping that he doesn't get all the way here. And one of these cores up here, if it ever rebuilds, we're going to bring down this direction. Now then, we've got the pink guys here. This is 12th Corps. We've got clear. We've got light woods. Okay. So I think I'll bring him into the light woods there. And then the light woods, he's in bad shape. 63. This is a level 3 fort, so I don't really want to give it up for nothing. But I've got 3 divisions in here. I'm going to take one of the weaker ones. Is that clear? Yeah. Take one of the weaker ones and this guy, and we'll double stack them right there. And so I guess we're not completely pulling out of Mogilev yet because it's super defensible, right? We've got a city. It's a level 3 fort. So I don't want to give that up unless we absolutely have to, which we will at some point. But for our purposes right now, I think that's fine. And then we've got this unit that's, oh, that's a field division. Well, okay, that explains that. And then we've got the headquarters here and the Panzer Division. All right, this is going to have to, that's in Light Woods now. Clear, clear. What is this? Clear. He might be best off right there. Now, this got blown away. This guy did last time. Tell you what, I think what I'm going to do, I was hoping to move one of these guys down here on the road. He's got 5,000 men. He's got 11,000 men. Okay, well, that makes that decision. I'm going to move this guy down here just into the woods to try to blunt that ever so slightly. Now, I know I'm not going to stop it, but I'm just going to try to get in the way. That is heavy woods in a level 1 fort. So I think I will pop up into that hex, and then I think I'll have this guy just go here. And you may say, boy, this looks like crap. And you are correct. But I'm just trying to stagger it a little bit so he just doesn't have a full run through somewhere. Now, that is a mech unit. But it looks like he's pushing more this way. I'm hoping he takes a lot of these troops and goes this way instead of coming straight at Minsk. I mean, I essentially have a Luftwaffe field division there. That's never what you want to see. Um, let's take this field division. So I've got the Panzer Corps in here too, right? Let's just put him. You know what? Can I send this guy back to the reserves? No. He's not on the rail line. If I put him here, could I? No. Okay. Let's undo that just so we have all of our movement points again. You know what? I think with this guy, I'm just going to take him back, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with him. Maybe I'll just set him right next to Minsk here. Maybe he can kind of rebuild there. This headquarters, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get this far or here. Ooh, that guy is just out of command. Now they're just out of command. So let's undo that. I guess I'll leave him here for now. If this guy's out of command, I expect him to get run over anyway. I guess it's not the end of the world. We've got this Panzer Division, the best unit we probably have on the map. We've got it on reserve, so if anything within 6 hexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too bad he's at 7. But I want to leave something here. I mean, I could put the field division in there, but that seems way too risky to just leave only that there. So I guess he would not get support, but all of this potentially could anyway. Um, we've got Army Group North there. We've got nothing back here. This is stretched to the limit. That's like me in yoga pants there. Oh my God. Uh, okay, well, I'm going to keep on going. I don't, look, could I get it better? Potentially. Um, That's a level 1 fort and heavy. Okay. Well, I do want to stay in the heavy woods if I could. I guess he can drive right up this way, though. I'll scoot back one, even though it's not as defensible, just to try to block his move towards Minsk a little bit. A little bit. All right. Down the map we go. What do we have back here in Warsaw? We've got the 386th Motorized Division. Okay. Why does he only have 6 movement points? Did I already rail him out here or something? What in the world's going on? Well, he can get a little further. Um, where to put the motorized? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. I may have to send that north as well. Oh, I guess I did already move him. I think maybe I said last episode, let's take him here and see what we want to do. And then we have a field, Luftwaffe field division. We could put this. He's here at 89, 86. Uh, I think he can get out here. Hold on. I think he can get off the train. On train? No, it takes 100. I thought that said 75. Okay, well, back it up. Back it on up. Maybe bring him into Minsk so we can just sit here. Let's wait and see. I don't know. We may need him for something else. He's probably, I mean, he's not going to do any good wherever he goes, let's be honest. But, I really wish I could get him here on the rail. Um, Oh, by the way, we have Totenkopf back here looking like some kind of badass. I mean, look at that. We haven't seen a unit like that in a long time. He's turned into an SS Grenadier division. Look at this nonsense. He's ready to kick some ass. I don't really know where I want to put him yet. I'm not sure. I mean, something like that for us right now is gold. It's gold, Jerry. Um, Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna leave. I'll deal with those guys later. This down here, I'm starting to try to at least scoot the field divisions out here so he doesn't just run all the way to Warsaw essentially. But let's put this that swamp. Yeah, let's put him just across the river. Right, the Pripyat River is right there. Pripyat. Pripyat. Um, let's return these guys to their headquarters, get them out of here because they're about to get overrun. Let's take Hungarians and start trying to build some kind of line of Hungarians. Um, well, we've got heavy woods, we've got swamp there. Okay, let's go into the swamp. Let's go into the heavy woods. Now he probably wants to be behind the river when the snow melts, but he may get overrun before then. So let's just do it like that. Swamp. Okay. I'm gonna put the Luftwaffe Field Division. I'm gonna just back him behind the river for now. I don't really know what to do with him. Second Hungarian armor will bring down here to a town. Make sure we don't have anything else out here we want to protect. I think we'll get rid of this depot. And again, this has come up many times. The reason I'm disbanding these is because the Soviets are going to overrun them, and they would get any supplies in there. Obviously, if we were going to control this area, I wouldn't disband it. Um, I'm going to disband that one though. And then let's move this back into the swamp. Oh, that's the headquarters. Okay. Move him there. Move this into the swamp. Now, there is a river right here. It's a minor river, but we may be able to take advantage of that at some point. All right, move him back. Hungarian cavalry. What's the weakest unit we have up here? That's 12,000. Oh, right there. All right. Hungarian cavalry brigade, I'll bring up there. The Luftwaffe field division that got blasted. Let's just move him back to the back a little bit. This headquarters, let's move around. Okay. We've got a Hungarian light division. We'll stack with him. That needs to be rebuilt. Is he on refit? He is. Okay. We were using Rovno as a. Oh, that reminds me. Let's look at the rail out here. Okay. We need to repair. I'm not sure if this is that important, but we need to repair right here, certainly, to get into Rovno, if we even try to keep Rovno. But for now, I think we will. This line right here. So let's get him moving over here, and let's repair this to the best of our abilities. Does this take a dog leg? Let's get this off of here. It does. It goes like that. Okay, let's go there and there. Now he's there, so he's one hex away from repairing this. Now, there are other ways to get out to Robno, but let's do it like that for now. So anyway, I've got this crazy-ass Hungarian line up here with a Luftwaffe Field Division and a Luftwaffe Field Division in reserve. Let's put him on reserve just so he can help anybody. My goodness. That's when you're scraping bottom of the barrel, boys. Um, That is true, Jan. That is one thing I would say I've learned from this playthrough. You got to retreat faster than you think you do. By the time it looks like you should retreat, it's too late. Yep, you are absolutely right. Yeah, Kalo posted that he was sorry he hasn't been around, but he did have some surgery. So all the best, Kalo, if you were watching these on the recovery bed. I hope you get better, my friend. You are missed, certainly. Let's move our gold guys here because we've got a decent number of units. They're just not necessarily in great shape. Now the gold guys are not terrible. Well, maybe they're terrible, but they're not the worst we've got, certainly. We've got 58 of 65 on the TOE. I kind of want to go shoulder to shoulder here a little bit, or I could have that be one of the units in Rovno. Yeah, because these guys are in really bad shape. The guys in blue, I really want to send them off to the reserves. We're not on a rail line. Um, let's get them back here. When I say back here, let's at least go. Now, if I take him to let's see if we can put him in the reserves from Rovno. No. We just don't have enough points. Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's just get him back here kind of as far as we can on refit. So we'll put him on refit. All right. Also, we need this headquarters down here or one of these because we don't. This guy is commanding all four of these guys, but also him. So we're going to have to deal with that. Army Group Dawn, he's like, wait a minute, I'm a little too close to the front. Artillery fire can hit me from here. Would be a good place to put him. Maybe we'll just put him down in Lvov. Although all of his headquarters are up here, they are going to be moving down though. Where else could I put him? Let's back up for a second. Well, I don't want to put him all the way back in Warsaw. For now, I guess maybe I'll keep him in Rovno for one more turn. Um, okay, you can see all of his units are out here. This headquarters, he's not providing command to them anyway. We may as well get him out of there. We'll just back him up and sit on top of that unit. Or probably better yet, on this unit, which he can also command. 98th can go into 54th. All right, let's put that into 54th. And make sure it's on refit. It is. He's going to withdraw next turn. Two turns. Two turns. Withdraw 82. Huh. I hadn't noticed that before. This gold unit. Gosh, having Army Group Dawn here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But this gold unit's our strongest one by far. I think I'll bring him into Rovno proper. 83 and 84. What's the TOE percentages? 42, 59. Okay, so wait a minute. That guy's 59? Okay. This guy, definitely a little better. We'll just set him off the shoulder of Rovno for now. Maybe since we've got a few more units here, maybe I'll actually even double stack. Um, yeah, I am going to take Army Group Dawn out of here. Who else does he have? Just these guys. Okay, I'm going to take him down to Lvov. Uh, that's kind of where his base of operations would be historically, right? But unfortunately, we've got Army Group A here all the way. Why is Army Group A all the way up here? Now, how the hell did I do that? I don't know. We need to change some commands though. Um, let's bring him down here for now. Chernovsky, sure. We're going to have to build more depots, especially out in this area, but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's take this unit into Rovno itself. Okay. Refit. They're close to their headquarters. I want that to be a super depot though, so I'm gonna just put the headquarters right behind them, and then I've got this rebuilding, and then we've got this group over here, and I'm gonna bring this guy over here. I'll put them all under this headquarters. So 54th. Who's got 54th? Friesner, hey, Friesner's a good shit. I'd probably be better off with Friesner leading these guys out here, but I'm just going to leave it. Unready. Let's put you on refit. See if it doesn't. I mean, really, we'd be best off to be into town, right? But or being on a town in a town. Refit. Let's put him in 54th as well. Okay. So now Friesner has got these guys here. These guys are done for. This field division could go in 54th, but I'm not going to waste men on that. He's withdrawing anyway. This unit then can go back here by Rovno, let's say to there. And he can go into this headquarters, into 11th Corps. Let's put him in 11th. Okay. Looking tight. Yeah, sure. I kind of hate to give up this line, but I don't see I don't see any way around it. We've got to expand south and expand north to cover the Romanian border. I've made that a priority. You could argue with that. I understand. You could say, well, let the Romanians flip, but I don't want to. I'm going to keep it that simple. I just don't want to. Oh, you know what? Why don't we take these guys and we'll put them directly. Oh, we can't change their damn commands. I forgot about that. I was going to put them in Army Group Dawn or Army Group A, one of the two. Well, Army Group Dawn, I guess, because it doesn't matter. Or I could put them in OKH or something. But you can't change their commands when they're isolated like that. He is in Light Woods. This is a decent unit, but I can't have something wedged down here anyway. So let's just back him up for now into these light woods. It's not like that fort level was going to make much of a difference. Then we have this. Okay, so let's get the headquarters moving back around here by town. Okay, now these guys we had double stacked. Oh, you know what? We've got a number of rough hexes back here, and we also have swamp. Can he get to the rough? No, he can't even get to the damn rough hexes. Can they? Yeah, they can. He could back up one, or he could go here. I'm going to do that. And I'll put that guy there, and then I'll just put his headquarters with him. It's going to look a little weird, but I think the line will eventually be here. I guess this guy I could just go ahead and put down here. I guess that's what I'll do. I'll just put him there, and then I'll stack here in the rough. I like that. Then we can put something in reserve. We could set up in the swamp here, but basically we're just, I mean, we're protecting Rovno. Ultimately, it's all about Lvov, at least just in this very immediate area. Um, okay, so he's got 8 of 9, but he won't soon. He will only have 6 of 9. So one of these divisions could go in with him in the swamp or right next to Rovno. Now we've got 83, 82, 11,000, 12,000. Okay, this division actually looks halfway decent. Um, 8 of 9. He's 8 of 9. Let's put a decent unit right up here. So let's put him up here, and I'll put him under this command for until those guys get wiped out, and then this guy will be okay from a command perspective. Um, so 59th Corps. Did I read that right? I think it was 59th Corps. Yep, there it is. All right, he'll be just over the limit for a turn, but this is a better unit. He'll get a turn of rest here, so that's fine. Let's do that. Moving down this way, what do we have for any kind of natural impediments? Well, I'm not seeing many. Actually, I wish this guy was here. So we're building a stronger Rovno. Well, we'll deal with that. I mean, hopefully he won't get all the way to Rovno next turn, although I'm not going to rule anything out. 11,000. So this is the strongest one. That's clear. That's clear. All right. I guess I'm going to put him right there. This guy will go back here right in front of Tarnopol. And I think I'll double stack with those guys down there too. I like the double stack here defensively just because if they do start to break through, you can break one of these off. I could put this guy in reserve in the woods though. Um, which one's the better unit? 39. Yeah. Well, hopefully they get a little better next turn or get a little respite. Um, neither one of them are good. Well, I'll take the only guy that can do it. Let's bring him back there and put him on reserve. I'm going to start trying to do more of a lattice work defense. One of these guys I'll drop back and put on reserve here and start trying to keep. Now, as we get the divisions a little bit better organized, try to keep something on reserve all the time. Now, this guy, well, he's protecting town. This guy could be on reserve. I'm not sure if we're going to need him for that this turn anyway. We've got this headquarters 30th Corps that's not doing jack diddly. Let's move him back over here for now. Actually, I'll put him right here. Let's undo that. Nah, that's fine. Let's put him there. This headquarters will stack with the one that's on reserve and just try to do this kind of lattice work thing where if they attack here, this comes in reserve anyway, so it doesn't matter if you've got them double stacked if you've got a good general that actually does it. We're going to take out, now I had moved this Panzer division up here, and I understand that, but I think what I want to do is take this Panzer division and put it in, let's say, Tarnopol, and put it on reserve. So let's do that. Let's put him then on reserve. This guy could eventually go there. This guy probably will get pushed back in there. But anyway, he can kind of protect anything and everything. Proskorov, then we're going to disband the depot in Proskorov. So they don't take those supplies. All right. Uh, we've got this infantry division. Guess I'll put him in those woods. Sure. This headquarters, he's also got this unit here, but I'm going to try to bring something up here to deal with that. Okay. So we go into the light woods here. He could go, no, I only want it one across, so that's fine. Um, that's first corps. He's just sitting out here. I don't think he has anything he's commanding. I'll just put him in Tarnopol. This headquarters will have to go here, I think. Oh, I do have this extra unit. Okay. I'd kind of forgotten about him. He can back up into the rough, which I want him to do anyway, into this rough. And then this guy can come around here. Does that make sense? Probably be better off if I moved that there. Now that I have this in reserve down here, maybe this guy being in reserve doesn't make as much sense and I could scoot everything. But I think I'll wait a turn on that. I am going to bring one of these panzer divisions right into this area. Um, this is also, gets more defensible. It's rough out here. To the comments. I haven't looked at the comments in a while. Sorry. Um, yeah, I'm going to run out of real estate, David. David, we're going to be back in Berlin. Yes, the impenetrable Hungarian force line. Indeed, indeed. All right. Just reading your comments, and I find them fascinating. These guys are in poor shape. They got smoked last time. But we've got motorized and panzers that I can move right up here on the border. At least that's the idea. We're in the rough there. This is actually a fairly strong division. So is this. Now we do have this, um, you know, armored division that's there. I just can't leave that gap there, unfortunately. This guy could move around to there. How would I cover that though? These guys don't have enough movement points. The way I'd have to cover it is with this Panzer division, who could have come attack this tank corps, but I'm not throwing away Panzers at this point. Sure. Okay, we're gonna have to leave a little gap right there. He could, push here potentially, but we've got more on the way, continuously more on the way. These guys I'm gonna double stack. Is this? Oh, this is clear. That's clear. This is rough. Okay, we're right on the border. Uh, I would sing Madonna to you, Borderline, but I think I've already done that before, and I don't think it was met with much critical reception. Well, no, it was critical, but not good critical reception. Um, wow, they're trying to build rail up here. Let's return those to headquarters. Those guys are brave souls indeed. I may have to work this backwards as usual, right? Which means let's get out to the Crimea really quickly. Um, Not much we can do here. It's still not getting freight up here. Uh, I don't know. We've got it as an import port. These guys are starving. They're eating whatever they can off the docks. They're fishing. They're ice fishing out here. But they're not. They don't have any food. Um, this guy's going to keep moving up because I'm going to put this together if it kills me this division before the game's over. Um, Still got that. Now, this really. Odessa really needs to be an import port, but I think it's taking everything from Sevastopol. I mean, Sevastopol got a little bit. I guess they kind of got about the same. How many did he receive? 2,103 tons, and Sevastopol got 576. Well, not nearly as much. Now, the thing is, if we build depots out here, if we look at our rail line, they can run trucks. Now, see, remember earlier I was saying, why do I need to build this? Well, I really should have a depot right there. Um, it's not a port, but it could run, well, it could go across the ferry and take trucks up to Odessa, I guess. As we continue to get pushed back here, it's killing us. I mean, the trucks have to go this way, but if we give up all of that, I'm not sure how any freight would get up in here. The rail line doesn't matter anymore. I was told by someone in the comments it never mattered. I don't think that's true, but I'm not going to go back and relitigate that. Wow, this 122nd Division hasn't rebuilt a stitch. Uh, okay. Well, we got to get that out of here because that's crap. That's not doing anything for us. Did any of these guys rebuild? 20? No, none of those did. None of the infantry did, at least. We got a little bit of decent infantry there. Again, relatively speaking. These guys can drop. Okay, this 94th ID, that's what I needed. That's what I was looking for. Um, I'm going to get him back on a rail line and try to send him off to the reserves next time if we can. Same with the routed unit. Let's move him back. We've got 6th Army, Army Group B back here. We've got the 6th Remaining Corps who's just sitting with Antonescu, who's got that command. All right, so let's back off the best unit we've got, 94th ID. Let's put him in with the good motorized there. Okay, so into Odessa. I'll come back out here. That's such a shit show. That may take a whole episode. Um, Now this motorized, then let's get this out of here. This has got 8617. Oh, there's Flieger. Okay, nice. Flieger will leave right there. 4th Corps. Okay, what do these guys look like? Not great. These guys are not great. These guys aren't great. Well, I think we're going to say that all the way down the line, aren't we? Let's get these Jaeger divisions out of here. Um, for now, I'm going to put them down here on this road just to get them kind of out of the way. You know what? Let's not be rash. I tell you, as if you have any control over it. Let's put them right there for a moment, and we'll come back and decide if we'll put them on reserve or something. I don't know. They're men. They're warm bodies. 96, 86. He's not in great shape. 78, but he might be in the best shape of anything I've got over here. What headquarters are you in? You're in 34th Corps. This is in 51st. Well, we're going to have to start messing around with those again. This is 41st Panzer Corps. The headquarters is right here. He's also got that up there. Okay. I've got Italians. 5th Caesarea. I think I was thinking about putting them into Odessa and sailing them back, but why? What's the point? Let's put them back here on the rail line. We'll send them off to the reserves next time if we can. All right, all right. Ready? Now we're showing him on refit. He's the unit we'll get out of here, but I think I'm going to stack him with something. I just don't know what yet. And then I think I'll take 4th Corps and scoot him back potentially. Oh, Jiminy. There's another Jaeger division. Let's move that over here. These guys just didn't, I mean, they didn't get anything last time. This 299th ID looks terrible. Let's get him over here somewhere. I'll just put him there for now. 52, 6, there's another Jaeger division. This is thinning out quite a bit with just crappy units. We'll put him there for a moment. That's their headquarters, 55th Corps. Okay, now then, let's take this division, which seems to be about the strongest one in the area, as sad as that may be. Let's stack him right there. And okay, where's his headquarters? 51st is moving around over there. What's Flieger's? Is 34th, which is right here. Okay, and he also has these guys. He's 6 of 12 right now. All right, let's put him back here for a moment. And let's take this second one and put that in 34th. All right. So both of these guys are now in 34th Corps. This infantry I'll also put in 34th Corps. All right. So all of this infantry is in 34th. That is under Grossner 7657. Good enough. Certainly. He's now commanding 10 of 12. They really shouldn't be in an assault army anymore. But our commands are so screwed up, we may have to leave it that way. 7865. Now, these guys I want here because they're the next strongest along that line. So let's scoot these guys over. All right. And we'll back that thing up right there with 4th Corps. And 4th Corps, we can put him there, I guess, for now. 50th ID needs to get out of here. He's in bad shape. For now, let's put him there. This is headquarters for what? Nothing. 52nd Corps. Okay. Well, I'll put it back there for now, and we can figure out what to do with him. Now then, this is the next strongest stack potentially we have. It's not strong. Don't yell at me in the comments. Strongest, relatively speaking. But I think I'm going to figure out this Rubik's Cube on my own tonight. Sounds romantic, doesn't it? Uh, I'm going to look that over tonight. David says stop giving up ground. I would love to, but we got to get some kind of line formed. That's all I'm trying to do. Odessa is in bad shape when it comes to the rail. We don't have a direct rail into Odessa anymore. Uh, so anyway, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. We're on the hour mark, so I'm just going to call this an episode. Tomorrow, I will turn the turn. So if that's what you come here for, to see the frenetic action of turning the turn, that will happen tomorrow. As always, thank you for all the support. This is a great group, a great group. You guys are smartasses, which I like. I mean, probably buy you all a drink if I could. Maybe someday, maybe we'll have a big strategy gaming dojo convention. That could be fun. We all come in cosplay. If any of you are bronies, you're not invited. Anyway, you guys have a great night.